Okay, guys, back to working on the bike. What we're going to do is we're going to adjust the valve clearance, and that takes just a little bit. Of course, you know, I already have the bike stripped down, so if you don't have that done, you're going to have to do that. 3 bolts in the top here. This is the push rod version of the 230cc Honda vertical style motor. So push rod, not overhead cam. I'm going to go ahead and take this off real quick, and we'll go from there. So there's the valve cover coming off. Of course, one of the things that you must do with this is you're going to sit there and you're going to have to take this cover off and that cover off, so you can see the flywheel. What I'm going to do is pull those, and I'll be right back. Okay, guys, now on this engine there is no T. Most of these engines have a T, and you see I made a little bit of a mess on the floor. We're leaking out of the crankcase seal, or the access port. So what you do is you rotate it over, and what you're looking for is you're watching for the intake valve, which is this valve right here, this back valve. That is, you're watching for that intake valve to open and then close, and then line it up with that mark. There's a mark on the flywheel. It's a single line. Once you've done that, you're at top dead center, and we can check the valves. Now, there's supposed to be some play in the valves. You're supposed to be able to feel them tick, and these are way too tight. So thank you for pointing that out, that I should check these. You're absolutely right. So what we're going to do is we're going to adjust them, and we're going to use some simple tools. We've got a crescent wrench and a pair of needle nose pliers. And we've also got, where is it? A set of feeler gauges. Now we're going to set these to 0.8, and I'm going to need both hands to do that. So we'll talk about it once we're done. Okay, so the way we adjusted these valves here is really very simple. You loosen the jam nut up there, and I saw today you can make a little tool out of a number 2 square head screw and a wire nut. Didn't have a number 2 screw, so what I did is how I've always done is you loosen the jam nut, take your feeler gauge, put it in between the valve and the lifter, loosen it all up, run that down until with your fingers until you touch the feeler gauge, and then run the jam nut down while you hold that in place. So once you get the jam nut down, then you can take your needle nose pliers and your wrench and hold that square piece in place while you tighten down that. So now, and we're going to have a little bit of play here. So let me see if I can get everything situated to where we can see. Listen real close. You'll get a little tick. Not much. Just enough. That way that when the valves are closed, they are really, really closed. So you want the tightest seal possible to get the best combustion and no blow by. And also, if your valves are partially open, then you're going to burn up the valve seats. The valve seats where they contact the head. So you want those lifters to be, lifters to be completely off the valves when they're closed. So till next time, I'll see you then.